Okay, guys, let's continue. These questions, we talked about drawing graphs using normal equations like these. We're going to talk about these equations. هنحكي كيف الايكويشن هذه ترسمها حتى هي بنفس الطريقة. تمام؟ أول حاجة تعال نكتب الايكويشن بشنو؟ باش نشيلوها معنا للجنب. تمام؟ First thing, we have two equations. We understand how to do this. Let's do the second one, هي 5x. تمام؟ معناها نجيب نكتبوها هنا اللي هي 5x 5x plus 6y equals 30, صح? That's the equation, تمام? Now, I'm going to take this equation with me to the other paper اللي فيها المصنع الجراف most likely in example. تمام. This is the graph that I'm going to use. خلاص انا عندي الايكويشن هذه. تمام. تو نبي نشتغل عليها الايكويشن هذه بطريقه بحيث اننا عشان تمام. الايكويشن هذه ضروري كمان I just put it in the I'll do it this. You know what? I'll do it again. So what is it? 5x. I'll do it again. Huh? So 5x plus 6y equals 30. Now, this equation is not, yes, I'll go back to it. Yes. This equation is not in the form of y equals mx plus c. ضروري نخليها في الفورم of y equals mx plus c. هسيبها نرسم أي جراف ضروري الفورم يقعد y equals mx plus c. تمام؟ نجي نخلي هذه y equals mx plus c معناها بنخلي الواي وحدها. نخلي الواي وحدها. So I'm gonna keep this part alone وهذه نشيلها للجهة اللي خلف. تمام؟ So when I take it to the other side, it's gonna be negative 5x. معناها هتيجي عندي 6y equals negative 5x ركزوا معي plus 30. Negative 5x plus 30. What's next? Good. Next, we're gonna get rid of the 6.
So where's the x?
Yes, the x, I'm sorry. 5x here. ايوه minus plus 30.
بس ليش ما ناخذش to the other side يعني ليش ناخذ 5x؟
يعني نبي الواي وحدها.
ناخذ 30 to the... I know ناخذ 30 to the other side and then like نشيل الواي.
ما هو بعدين الواي تقعد نيجاتيف. انا نبيها بوزيتيف الواي زي هذا. ضروري تقعد بوزيتيف. Yes, right. Yes, I'm listening. Yeah. Mr. What letter? K, I think K. Yes. Anyways, yes, I'm listening. If you have a question, guys, you can write it or tell me. Okay. يبقى أول حاجة درناها شلنا ال 5x to the other side is going to be negative 5x. تمام؟ لأن نبي نخلي الإيكويشن y equals mx plus c. تو نبي الواي وحدها وأنا عندي 6 هنا. معناها شو ندير لها؟ I'll take it by dividing. معناها when I divide it, I'm going to divide all sides by 6. يعني هذه by 6 هذه by 6 وحتى هذه by 6. تمام؟ ركزوا عليه بالاستفادة. تمام؟ هنا 6 وهنا 6 وهنا 6. This step is very important. هنا بعدين ندير elimination. مش elimination. هنا 6 تعدي مع 6 30 و negative 5 هندير لها divide. أنا هتقعد y equals negative 5 over 6. طبعا شو هتقعد؟ When I divide it, it's going to be 0 point something. So 5 over x, 6, 5 divided 6. I think it's 0.8, not 0.8. And it's going to be negative 0.8. No? ركزوا على steps. Negative 0.8. بعد negative 0.8 عندي كم؟ 30 divided 6. طبعا هذه x plus 30 divided 6 تطلع 5. Now, after this, هيك أنا خليت الإيكويشن in the form of y equals mx plus c. تمام. بعد خليتها في الفورم هذا أنا عارف تو الجريدينت اللي هو minus 0.8 وأنا عارف الواي انترسبت. تو نقدر نرسم اللاين من جديد. كيف نرسم؟ اول حاجه ندير بوينت على الواي انترسبت. الواي انترسبت بتاعي كم؟ 5. معناها نجيب ال 5 ونحط بوينت. ركزوا في طريقه الرسم عندي. نجيب ال 5 ونحط بوينت. تمام؟ بعدين نبي نرسم الجريدينت اللي هو نيجاتيف 0.8. طبعا نيجاتيف معناها going down، معناها اول ستيب نديرها نمشي 1 بوزيتيف اكس كيف ما حكينا امس، ان نمشي 1 بوزيتيف اكس وبعدين نتبع الجريدينت. الجريدينت يقول لي نيجاتيف 0.8. نيجاتيف معناها I have to go down، و0.8 معناها less than 1 بشويه، يعني تقريبا ها less than 1 بشويه، مش 1 box، مشيت 0.8 of a box. بعد مشيت 0.8 تو شنو حندير؟ حندير matching للبوينتس اللي عندي blind like this. I get like this. Yeah? And this is how you draw a line on a graph. Yes.
Mister,
Yes.
can you do this step again? Like, why didn't you go into like -8? I don't get that. Sorry.
The negative 0.8 is the gradient. The gradient is not a point on the graph. The point هو ال y-intercept بس. هذه point on the graph هي ال y-intercept. شو معناها ال
Wait,
y-intercept؟
so yeah, the last number right here, the 5.
اللي
Okay,
هو
the
رقم
number
واحد.
that is on the y-axis. We
اللي
put
هو
a
the
dot, we
y-axis.
move 1 to the right. How do we know
Yes.
it's right?
The positive side
This
of the x.
positive.
Yeah, the positive side of the x. You always go to the right side. Wherever you are,
And how
you
do I
have to
know?
go this side. It's,
And how do I know if I go down or up? Because right now you went down.
if it's negative, you go down.
It's negative.
This one, the green side.
Oh, okay.
If it's negative, you go down. If it's positive, you go up. And depending on how many, what's the number here, you use it to go up and down. هنا negative معناها down, 0.8 معناها less than 1. Okay? And then
Wait,
you
so
do
less than 1 box?
less than 1 box, yeah. This is the
Oh,
green.
dude, that's like how much you move on the box.
How much you move?
In the box.
Inside the box, 0.8. لأن 1 حتكون
How do you know
box
it's
1
0.8?
because negative 5 divides 6. I did it here.
No, I know, like on the graph. How do you
Yeah,
know, like, the
because
upwards is
how
0.8?
can I know? How can I know? This is 1, huh?
No.
This is 0.5, half of it.
Mhm.
So this is 0.8. Might not be that accurate يعني لكن it's almost there يعني. يعني هذا 1 هذا half 0.5 وهذا 0.8 تقريبا. But يعني لو قدرتوا answer زي هذه حتى لو كانت 0.9 أو 0.7 they will consider it as a good answer because you understand what you are doing here. That's the idea.
Okay.
تمام. Now let me show you same idea on how to get the gradient. يعني انت كيف تجيب الجريدينت. same idea. تبدا من اي point على اللاين. you go one positive x. يعني مرات يسالك على الجريدينت يعطيك لاين ويقول لك what's the gradient. تبدا اي point على اللاين. طبعا لما تبدا من points على اللاين الافضل انك تبدا من بدايه البوكس. هو كيف ما بديت انا هو بدايه البوكس. ما بديتش من نص زي هذا اللي تو قاعد مش نص هذا قاعد something not on the كيف نقولها لك كم not on the middle of the plus. هي مش هي plus sign تحقوا فيها دي ما ابدا في النص نص فيها. هي زي ما بديت انا. تمام. نمشي 1 positive x بعدين نرد لللاين لاني مشيت لوطه معناها نيجاتيف وما مشيتش 1 مشيت 0.8 تقريبا معناها it's negative 0.8. that's the gradient. That's another question. لكن I hope you understood how to draw this line on the graph. Okay. I will show you more lines so you understand the idea because this question is definitely coming. تمام. هذه الطريقة اللي ترسم بها line on the graph. Let's move on. أهم حاجة عندي في السؤال هذا إنك كيف تعاملت مع الإيكويشن اللي هي ماهيش y equals mx plus c وحولتها إلى y equals mx plus c. Okay. هذه أهم حاجة أهم step. Good. Now let's move on to the next one. If you want me to show you another way, if you don't understand this, if you want me to show you another way, a lot of people use this way. شنو هي? It's about finding the intercepts. Finding the intercepts. كيف finding the intercepts؟ يعني لما تجي لي الايكويشن هذا يا تمام ركزوا معايا. لما تجي لي الايكويشن هذا الواي انترسبت الاكس بتاعها زيرو. الواي انترسبت كنا الاكس بتاعها زيرو معناها نجي للاكس لو حطيت زيرو هنا عشان حيصير حيقعد هذا كله زيرو. تمام؟ و6y equals 30 معناها y كم؟ نشيل ال6 بديفايدنج صح؟ هتقعد y كم؟ تقعد 5 اللي هي 30 over 6 معناها y 5. اوكي؟ هيك انت طلعت البوينت اللي قاعده على الواي اللي هي 5. لو انت بتطلع البوينت الاخرى اللي قاعده على الاكس معناها تقول له y equals 0. تجي للواي تحط تحتها 0 تضربها في 6 تقعد 0 معناها 5x equals 30 معناها نشيل ال 5 في dividing هنا تقعد x equals what 30 divide 5
مستر
معناها x equals 6.
مستر
Yes, this is x equals
I-
6. You match them
wasn't-
together. Yes.
I wasn't here yesterday. Is this posted?
Yeah, it is possible. Yeah, it's available. Tamam? So do you understand the idea? We call this the x-intercept and the y-intercept, using the x-intercept and the y-intercept idea to draw a line. يعني في وحدين يقول أنا ما نبيش نشتغل بالgradient. I can use the y-intercept and the x-intercept. مرة نقول x 0 ونشوف الy كم تطلع ونحط point. ومرة نقول y equals 0 ونشوف الx كم تطلع ونحط point and then I match them like this. Okay?
مستر
Yes.
like هو الجريدينت قال لك -0.8 صح؟
Yes. هو ما قالش
اوكي انت ليش ما حط
هو قال
مش هذا
الايكويشن
الجريدينت
هي
طلع
الايكويشن.
اكس.
yes that's the gradient I found it. Yes.
يس انا بنعرف مش هو قال -0.8 انت ما حطيتهاش اللاين قاعد على 5 و6 يعني وين 0.8.
What's the meaning of gradient؟ ضروري نفهم شو معنى gradient. نحن الجريدينت نقروا فيه الرايز اوفر ران. نقروا فيه شنو؟
يس I know this
rise
method.
اوفر ران صح؟ معناها انا
Yeah.
مطلوب مني نرسم لاين يبدا من الخمسه هذه اللي هي الواي انترسبت
اوكي
والرايز بتاعها 0.8 والرن بتاعها 1. مش يطلع معايا 0.8 صح؟ لان رايز اوفر رن. فهمتيها؟ خلاص انا درت هنا 0.8 هيا وهنا درت 1. هذه الاي دي.
اوكي
فهمتي؟ ال 0.8 اللي لازقه بالاكس ما تنحطش على اللاين بتاع الاكس. I know most of you have this mistake. ما تنحطش هذه ما هيش اكس انترسبت. هذه gradient. gradient معناها rise over run. rise over run معناها مطلوب مني نرسم triangle الرايز بتاعها 0.8 والرن بتاعها 1 يبدا من البلس 5 اللي هي يعطيها لي يبدا من البلس 5. ايوه بعد درت انا ندير عليها line. That's it. This is how you draw
Okay.
lines. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you understand it, guys? Do you have any problems here? Because I'm going to skip a lot of questions if you understand this. If you have any problems, tell me, okay? We will go back to it if there's like another new idea or something, okay? But let me give you another one. Let me give you another one here. Let me remove this. I'll put another line and we will try to find the gradient. Then finding the gradient is a part of this question. Let's use a line like this. Let's make it green. Blue. تو بنطلعوا الجريدينت نحن ركزوا معي okay here like this yes like this. تونا بنطلع الجريدينت ونطلع الواي انترسبت ونكتب equation. نكتب equation على اساس شنو؟ y equals mx plus c. يجي كم سؤال في الامتحان write the equation of this line. You have these questions. Write the equation of a line. لما تكتب الايكويشن انت تكتبها y equals mx plus c. هذه اول خطوه تديرها باش تعرف كيف تشتغل. ما تقدرش تكتب ارقام من راسك لا اكتب هذه الاول وبعدها بتجيب كل وحده فيهم وتكتبها. تمام. اول وحده تجيبها هي اسهل وحده اللي هي الواي انترسبت. اللي هي الواي انترسبت واتفقنا ان الواي انترسبت هي النقطه اللي يقطع فيها اللاين الواي اكسس. ونحن عارفين ان هذا الواي اكسس معناه الواي انترسبت بتاعي كم؟
-3.
-3. خلاص نجي تحتها ونكتب -3. هذه اول خطوه. متفقين على هذه؟ متفقين. Now I need to find the gradient. I need to find the gradient. The best place to find the gradient هو انك تبدا من الواي انترسبت. تمام؟ لان نقطه واضحه.
مستر هكي
يس
هكي يعني نحط لاين هكي
ديري تراينجل. يس ديري
فيها
تراينجل.
كده يعني كلها نفس بعضها ولا في specific place.
لا عادي رايز اوفر ران جريدينت يا جوري. رايز اوفر ران كيف ما
I
تبدي
know بس
حتى كان
قصدي
تراينجل ديري كبير عادي. يعني مثلا انت بديتي من هنا، درتي تراينجل لعند هني يا زلمه، ها درتين 2 لو صح، وفوق كم؟
4.
4. حيقعد هذا 4 وهذا 2. لما تقسمي رايز اوفر ران كم يطلع؟
0.5. Wait, no,
كمان رايز اوفر ران
yeah, 2.
0.5.
2 guys رايز اوفر ران. كم اون 4 قسمة 2 رايز
0.5.
جوري. واتس ذا رايز هير؟ شنو الرايز؟
4
ايوه
على 2
ايوه تمام. 2 حيقعد 2 معناه الجريدينت بتاعي حيقعد بوزيتيف 2 ونحط جنبه اكس. خلاص هذه هي الايديا ونكتب واي
So
هنا.
mx stands, does mx stand for the gradient?
M is the gradient. M.
Oh, okay.
M is the gradient.
Mister,
C is the y-intercept. Yes.
wait, why don't we go like opposite? Like, do you see like -3, that point, and then we go up, and then we connect the line. Like,
We go like
1,
here,
2, 3,
here,
4.
here.
Yeah. No, no, no,
This-
no. Go
here.
up, go up. From the
I
-3,
start
go
up.
up. Yeah.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
Listen to this. The gradient is the y movement for each positive x movement. That's the definition of the gradient. Okay? Even if you
So?
took it the other way, لو قلت خديتيه the other way يعني من هنا صح؟ هيك مثلا.
Yeah, go.
It will give you the same
Yeah.
answer. Rise over run. Same answer.
Wait, can I go until
but
like 0.5?
It's always negative, right?
Where do you want to go, huh?
Until like the last point of the line.
Huh? From here till here.
Go up there. Yeah, until yeah.
This one is
There.
not obvious, okay? Let's skip this. لكن هي على point. عندها هنا, okay, And then we go here, right? So what's the rise?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's the run?
8.
1, 2, 3,
4.
4. 8 divided 4 is what?
It will give you
It's 2. It's always the same. The gradient is always the same. Okay? But why do they go to the positive x all the time? Why? Because they want to know if the gradient is positive or negative. Okay? So the first step, you have to go to the positive x like this. وبعدين تشوفي روحك انت وين عديتي. If you go up, it means the gradient is positive. If you go down, the gradient is negative. That's why they go to the positive x. They don't go that way. Okay? We always go to the positive x, so we will know what's the sign of the gradient. That's the idea. Okay?
So how do we know like if the gradient is negative?
If we go down, it's negative. Here we went up after the positive
I know,
x.
but it's about like if
I'll
you
give
do
you
it, like,
another.
from the other side, you're gonna go down.
No, you
But
won't
sir,
go
if it's
down. You
the
have to
other
go
side.
positive.
the
You can't go the other side. You can't go to the negative side. You have to go to the positive side.
Down.
That's the rule of the gradient. I'll show you another line that has a negative
But
gradient.
if-
Okay? A negative gradient is like this, huh? Like this.
Mhm.
Looks like this. I don't want to connect it to the. Okay, a negative gradient looks like this. How do we check? First step, we go to the positive x. We have to go to the positive x. نبدو مثلا من any point, مثلا here. We go one positive x like this. Now we want to go back to the line. Do we go up or down?
Down.
Down. It means it's negative. How many centimeters did we go?
0.5.
0.5. So it's going to be negative 0.5. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
So focus on this. We always go one positive x. Always, all the time. Okay. Don't mix things up because you're going to have a problem how to find the gradient if you mix them. It's easier to go one positive x. So you okay. Now let's move on. Do you have any problems here? I know it's a big topic,
No.
but you have to understand it because you have like 3 or 4
These
questions about it.
questions, sir, for these questions, wouldn't it be easier to just put the formula into y equals mx plus c and then just do the table way and then plot it? Do you get it?
Some questions will tell you to write the equation
Yeah, you write the equation like y equals mx plus c,
and then
figure it out. But for equations, it says like plot this line on a graph. Do you get it?
it's already
You
would
plot
plotted.
the gradient.
No, the line is already there. They will ask you for the equation.
Yeah, for
So how are you
That
going to
question,
do
but
it?
like a question you did before.
Yeah, other questions you
With
can
what-
use. Yeah, you can plot points, no problem. Find 2 points and match them. Yeah,
Yeah,
can
that's
do
what I'm
that.
saying.
Why are they teaching you the other way, the gradient? Because you have to use them, the gradient and the y-intercept. The gradient and the y-intercept. They don't want to teach you like putting random points and matching them. But putting points, matching them will give you the answer, no problem. But you have to know all the topics. That's the idea. Okay. Right, let's move on. And then if we have a problem, we'll go back to it. We will check the questions, the other ones. Hannah, we understand how to do this. We understand how to do this. Writing down the equation of a line. This is important. They focus on the parallel, but they don't care about the perpendicular. Writing down an equation of a line which is parallel to this line. We talked about this here, 8. We say parallel lines have the same. Parallel lines have the same.
Gradient?
Yes, gradient. Yes. Yes, you're not sure, Zainab. It sounded like a question. So they have the same gradient. What's the gradient here?
3.
3. So I'm going to write any equation like this, y equals 3x. Oh, that's it. Sorry.
And you can put any like y intercept.
And yes, any y-intercept.
Parallel.
For example, -8. It means they are
Is that
parallel.
all we need to know?
Yeah, because they have the same gradient. You understand the idea?
Yes, like when they ask us to write an equation, that's all we need to know. Like we
That's
can
it.
change the.
Change the number, yeah. Because if you have a line like this, for example, like this, and another line like this, they are parallel. It means they have the same gradient. Look, the gradient, we go 1 positive x, it's 1, right? The gradient, we go 1 positive x, it's 1. So the same gradient means parallel lines. Easy?
Will they ask us to prove it on the graph?
No
Or
proving.
just like write one?
No, it's a quick question. It depends on you knowing this, because not a lot of people know that. So it depends on you knowing this. That's it. So they won't ask you to prove it. Just write an equation, any equation of a line which is parallel to this. Okay. Plotting this. This one is a curve. They won't bring you this. This is a quadratic function. But I don't know why.
Wait, isn't
they
this the
put
one
it.
they give you the chart? That box?
Yes,
You put,
yes.
like,
You're
0,
supposed.
you put 1.
Good. Yes, yes. You're supposed to do the chart, the table thing, and then plot the points like this, here, here, here. For example, like this, gonna be like this, and then you match them. It's gonna be like a bill, like that. That's the quadratic graph. You already know how to do this, finding the points and then plotting them. It's not a big deal, yeah. You will have a table, or you do your own table, and then you match the points. Okay. Plotting these, we talked about them. Plotting these, same idea. Now, you studied this, finding the solution of simultaneous equations using the graph. You studied this, but you didn't focus a lot on it, I think. I don't know. For example,
Mr. Kids, like we subtract them and then we find the actual equation.
no
another equation to
subtraction. No.
plot.
You studied finding the solution using simultaneous equations, right? By elimination. You studied the elimination
Yeah.
method, I think, mostly, and the substitution, right? This is the graphical method. The graphical method, you're going to use it in year 10 and 11. How do we use it? You find 2 lines, for example. You draw line number 1, and then line number 2 by finding the points and drawing the line. And then line number 2, for example, like this, okay? Both lines will intersect in a point. You see it, this point? You see the point?
Yeah.
This is the answer of this equation. You just find the coordinates of the point. What are the coordinates? 3 and 5. So you just write bracket 3, 5.
Like-
That's
Wait,
Wait,
they
the
mean?
2, 6, right? On the Y.
what's that?
And then it says 2, 6.
What's 2, 6?
Mr. Isn't it like the equation? It says like Y equals 3x plus 2, then 5x plus 6.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you draw the lines, the ones that they gave us now. They gave us 2 lines. For example, you draw them like this. Let's say you draw them like this. Where are they?
So it has to pass through the 2 and it has to pass through the 6.
They
That's what
will
you're saying.
pass it. Yes, if we're talking about these lines and we're gonna do them, the gradient is 3, the y-intercept is 2. Let's draw them if you want to do them, gradient 3, y-intercept 2. So the first line starts from 2, right? Here from 2, the gradient is 3, so it goes like this, 1 positive x, and then we go 1, 2, 3. That's the first line, right? So it's like this. Okay, that's the first line. Now we draw the, oh, sorry. Now we draw the second line. Second line is like this. 5x plus 6, right? So it starts from 6 and goes
You
5.
go 1 and then go 5 up.
Yes, starts from 6 and you go 5 up, right? So it's like this, huh? Let's make it another color. Starts from 6 and goes 5 up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have space for that, but I'll put it here. And then you just match these points like this. See them?
Wait, match them and then like what do I say as an answer?
And then how do you answer this? Look at the point that they intersect each other. Here. They intersect here.
Mr. Samir,
You see it? That's the answer of the
But you
question.
crossed it. You crossed it here, Mr. Like I can go straightly and it won't like pass through it.
What do you
right?
mean you're gonna go straight? They're gonna cross each other. Look, this one is
Are
like
you
this.
sure, Mr.?
Yes. A solution of simultaneous equations is a point where they cross each other. They have to cross each other.
Mr. I have never seen them asking for this question.
This one is in your book, the last questions. You solved some of them, I think, but I've never seen this too. Yeah. But I'm just explaining because it's in the specifications. It is there, so I have to explain it.
So, what do I tell them?
Tell them what's
Like
the
negative
coordinate
two,
of this
negative
point.
two.
The coordinate
Negative two,
-2.
negative
It's not. Is it -2 here?
Well, what do I say then? 0, negative
This one.
1.5.
This is -1.5. -1.5. This is the first one. This is the x. And the y is -2, right? -2. That's the answer of this question. Okay. So you draw the line.
There was in the question under it,
Ah.
it says like find the solution to this to the equation. Didn't we just do that?
That's the solution.
Oh, so we plug. Okay, so it's the same question.
Do you know simultaneous equation, right? At the end, what answers you will have in simultaneous equations? At the end لما تكملي simultaneous equations شنو يطلع لك طبعا؟ يطلع لك
Like you find the
الاكس والواي.
yeah.
خلاص
No,
هذين
no.
هن الاكس والواي. Do you know they say that this is the easiest way, the fastest way to solve two simultaneous equations by drawing the lines and finding the point. That's it. It's easier than doing the elimination method and following the steps. So here, the same way that you did it with the elimination or substitution, you're gonna find the point where they meet. That's it. So this is the answer of this question. Okay. Do you understand it?
Yes. But when it tells me to find the equation, I only write 1, even though they give me like 2, so because it's the same one.
If they ask you to do what? To find the equation.
Look, yeah, it says like find the solution to the equation, right? In this one. And it gave me 2 equations. It's the same one, right? Like I would say -1.5, then 2.
It's the same point. Yeah, they will. These are 2 lines. Do you see them?
Yeah.
This is a line. This is a line. They will meet in 1 point. When you draw them on the graph, they will meet in a point. That's the idea. Okay. Let's move on. This one for these questions. Now inequalities. We still have 4 minutes, so we're gonna stop the video and then we will come back. Okay. To finish inequalities. See you guys. 3 minutes break. We will come back.